want to make an opening statement?
Sure. I'm really proud of these guys right here, but there's some more in the weight room or in the dressing room right now. I thought our guys really played hard. It was a very physical game. I thought Concordia played extremely hard, and I thought it was probably a most enjoyable game to watch, and even more enjoyable game to play. Not particularly an enjoyable game to coach till about the last 3 minutes, but I thought our guys played after a 2-week off period at this time of year. I thought they played very well.
For any of the guys, how much of tonight was about retribution for that Sunday in Richardson? Honestly.
Well, you know.
Can I answer that instead of putting them in a tough position? That's a tough spot, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's not. No,
it really is, because we're not trying. We haven't talked about retribution. We weren't trying to get even. That was then. That was the ASC tournament.
Well, what question can I ask the players?
And it's that now we're in a new thing here.
Okay.
Correct.
Hold on, I've got to make a note. Somebody else can go.
Coach, can you talk about your defense tonight? Obviously, a lot of shots were going in for y'all, but it seemed like your defense really clamped down on them. What was the key tonight to the defense of being so successful?
Well, we felt like we did not play particularly 2 weeks ago on Sunday in the conference championship. We felt like we did not play as well defensively as we think we can, as well as we have a lot of times during the year. Not to take anything away from Concordia, because they made a lot of shots that Sunday and everything, but taking that game in perspective, we felt like if we played a little bit more sound defensively and did some things, it would give us a better opportunity, and I think we did that tonight.
James, can you talk about your three-pointers in the first half, where you just felt like you were feeling it, and just was the basket quite large at that time?
It was quite large. Yeah, it was quite large for me at that time. Yeah, made the first one, did a heat check, made the second one, so I just kept shooting until I missed.
Mm-hmm. And Cory, you had a string as well of some three-pointers. Can you talk about that little stretch?
It was kind of the same thing. The basket just seemed huge, but also it had to do with the fact of the point guards getting penetration, and they're just leaving me wide open because the defense would have to collapse. Mm-hmm. So they did a really good job of finding me.
Mm-hmm. And how big, I guess for momentum, how big was that for you guys to hit those three-pointers and kind of go up big, and how big of a momentum swing was that for you guys?
That was huge. I mean, it put the pressure on them, and it kind of gave us confidence to keep going, and it was huge for us.
Thanks.
Do you think the basket was bigger tonight? Did y'all get your confidence back more over the little layoff, or get re-energized, or were you getting better looks tonight? Or why do you think?
I think we just got our confidence back from losing to them in the ASC tournament. Mm-hmm. And we knew that we needed to beat them, and we weren't going to lose to them at home in front of our home crowd.
Guys, you faced Concordia 4 times this season, and Concordia is known for its physical nature of play. As players, how much energy does it take out of you, just with the physicality of the style of play for Concordia?
It really takes out a lot, because, they press the whole game, and it's not like they press and they're soft with it. They're physical in everything they do. They're physical in every move you make, every offense you try to run, they're going to be up on you. So it takes a lot out of you, but you just got to be strong and be ready for the game, knowing that that's what's going to happen.
Well, we're not going to back down. They shot 29 free throws. They shot a bunch of free throws. They shot 42 free throws, and we shot 34. So I would say our physicality must be more than theirs. Free throws, but fouls were the same. We pride ourselves on being physical ourselves. So we're pretty physical.
Ken, now then from here you go to the Sweet 16. Did any of y'all explain kind of, is there a difference in intensity level or in level of play when you go now from this round to when there's only 16 teams left in the country? What's the jump like?
Well, you have to assume that since there was 415, 420, what is it? 415 to begin, that began playing basketball in the fall, and there's only 16 left. And I hope they understand you got to pick your level of play up. The thing that we've got to get over is the fact that in the second round we played a conference opponent that just beat us in a very important game in the ASC, a championship game. And now we've got to enjoy this in a moment, but we've got to, on Sunday night, Monday morning, we've got to realize that now we're going to start playing people we're less familiar with that are possibly better than Concordia. That's what we got to think. Every opponent that we've got to face now is going to be a little bit better. So hopefully we can step our game up.
Y'all had leads on Concordia before and won, but by a little margin, or they would come back. What was the difference tonight? This is one of the few games where y'all were able to spread it out. Either team really has ever been able to just completely keep pulling away.
Well, I was concerned in the last probably 7 to 9 minutes. I was concerned because we were fouling and putting them on the free throw line, letting them shoot free throws. Obviously, we didn't want to foul because they can score with the clock off, and it stretches the game out. So we were fouling a couple of fouls that I was really disgusted with that we committed, and there were a couple of calls that I was disgusted with because I didn't think anybody committed anything. But that was the thing that had me going for a while because I was a little bit concerned about them being able to shoot free throws with the clock off. But then we would go down, and I thought our guys really did a good job of taking care of the basketball and got shots close to the basket, high percentage shots. We got to the basket and scored on it. So if we gave up 2 free throws, we would go down and answer it with a pretty high percentage shot. And I think that's the main reason we got it out and kept it out.
No.
Now, if we'd gone down and turned it over a few times, it would have been a different story coming down the 2 or 3 minute stretch.
Other than maybe Coach DeWeese, not a whole lot of us in here know much about Emory, but Whitworth, y'all have played. What would y'all think of another matchup with them?
I wouldn't mind it personally. I mean, they're good, but we know how they play. We played them before. We should be familiar with them. And I mean, it's just like another game, and Concordia beat us, and Whitworth beat us also. So we can look at it like that.
That's all I got.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.
Thank you.